So this happened today. So one of my coworkers and I decided to go for a walk after work. There's a bridge right next to our job, right on Norwalk Boulevard. So we decided to cross the bridge on the other side. So we were just talking about life in general, about work, and about how when we feel that things are not going the way that we want them to go, or whenever we see that things don't change as much as we want them to change, that sometimes we can just give up on life, and sometimes we can feel useless. Sometimes we can feel that we're not good enough to a point that we uh, can become so negative and adopt such a negative state of mind that we don't want to know anything about life. We don't want to wake up and see another day, and we just want to end it. So I told Jennifer the only way that we can actually get to that point is by start being grateful. You know, or we start being grateful, thanking God for what we have, thanking God for the things that we have, and then and pray for the things that we don't have. But as soon as we don't see the good things that we have in life, that's when we let evil come into our life, come into our spirit, come into our thoughts, and that's when we start having those thoughts that we just want to go ahead and you know and everything that we have. We feel that we're not good enough. We feel that things will never change. And I told Jennifer, I'm like, I could be anywhere else, hanging out with anyone else. I could be at happy hour. I could be talking to anyone else, but I'm here talking to you. I said, you know why? And I'm like, I don't know why. I'm like, I don't know why, but I'm here. I'm here, and I'm talking to you about God. I'm talking to you about church. I'm talking to you about, you know, people committing suicide, and now we're talking about how we can help them. And I told Jennifer, God places people like you and I together so we can talk about this subject, so we can go ahead and open up and get answers, so we can go ahead and help other people that feel the same way, so we can let them know, you know what, I once felt like you did, but you know what, God sent someone to me so they can help me understand it, and help me bringing me out of it, and helping me see life in a different perspective, and be thankful for what we have, and that's what God does. So we definitely had a great conversation over that subject. So I'm like, yeah, that's what God does. Um, so pretty much on our way back to our cars, we were crossing the bridge. Uh, Getting closer to the middle of the bridge, we see Jennifer sees someone that is pretty much on the bridge, almost ready to jump off the bridge. Uh, I couldn't see anything at that moment until I got closer, and she's telling me there's a guy on the bridge. Okay, there's a guy on the bridge, and I'm like, really, I don't see anything. So I got closer to the shadow that I was looking at, and then I see this young guy. Probably he was 20. I'm not gonna stop this video. Okay. Probably he was about 20, 21 years old. No older than 23, that's for sure. No, he gotta be 20. Anyways, so pretty much he had one arm over the bridge. He had one leg over the bridge, ready to jump. So pretty much, Jennifer didn't know what to do. She was like, what is he gonna do? So I'm like, I'm gonna go ahead and talk to him. So I just decided to approach him. So when I got to him, I told him, hey buddy, everything's gonna be fine. Whatever you're going through, everything's gonna be okay. You know, I have felt like you are feeling right now, and trust me, you're gonna feel better. Um, you know, I was telling him, calm down, so I could talk to you. You know, you know, and I'm like, what's your name? But like I was trying to making him feel comfortable, making him feel that everything was gonna be fine at that moment. In the meanwhile, on the bottom of the bridge, you have all the traffic just sitting there, yelling at this guy to not jump. Uh, People are honking, people are screaming, people are telling him, to just wait, to not do it. In the meanwhile, I'm trying to talk to him, and while I'm talking to him, I'm grabbing him by his arm, just to make sure that he doesn't put his other foot on top of the bridge and makes the jump. Uh, so I'm trying to bring sense to him, and he's crying to me, telling me that his tears coming out of his face, out of his eyes, telling me that no, that nobody believes in him, that he lost his job, he lost his girlfriend, uh, that he didn't find any purpose to his life. Crying, he was crying. At this point, um, even though I was talking to him, even though I was trying to get to him, um, he was not moving. He was literally on a physical state of mind that he was not moving. He was not coming down, and he was just between putting his other foot on top of the bridge or coming down, but he was not doing either or. So at this point, something came over me. Told me to pray. And I started praying. So I had one hand on his forearm, to make sure that he's not making the jump. And I had one hand on his shoulder, and then all of a sudden I start praying for him, and I start asking, I'm not gonna stop this video. And I sorry. I start asking God to remove any spirit of suicidal from this man, from this young man. Start asking God to remove any negative thought. I asking God to please comfort him. I start asking God to please have mercy on him, to let him know that he's loved. In the name of Jesus Christ, to let him know that he belongs to him. So I let go from his shoulder. I just kept one hand. And I just raised my hand and I said, in the name of Jesus Christ, remove any negative spirit from this man. Show him that you're with him in the name of Jesus Christ. And while I'm making this prayer, all of a sudden, he starts calming down himself. Like I'm not pulling him, I'm not forcing him. Literally, he starts just putting one foot down and bringing his foot down and bringing himself down from the bridge. And I just continue praying. By the time I ended the prayer, he was actually on the floor, and the cops arrived. They were actually undercover cops arrived, and they grabbed him and walked him over to the other side of the bridge. You know, it's crazy. My life has been part of events, people that have committed suicide. My roommate committed suicide in 2015. Then my best friend committed suicide right after that. I spoke to them a few days before, but I couldn't stop them from doing so.